This video is going to show you how to solve equations that have fractional exponents. So my base is what I'm solving for, but I have an exponent of 4/3. So in order to undo that exponent, I'm going to raise each side to the reciprocal power. So the reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4. So when I do that, remember that a power to a power tells me to multiply. So what happens here, because they're reciprocals, 4/3 times 3/4 is going to give me 1. So I really end up with x to the first is equal to 81 to the 3/4 power. So all I'm going to do is go to my calculator and type that in. So I have 81 raised, I'm going to use alpha y equals to set up my fraction, 3/4. And I get 27. So I get x equals 27. But this is the root that I'm taking because it's power over root. So because it's even, I have a plus or a minus 27. Let's take a look at another example. Here's one where I have a 2 in front of my base. So that exponent of 1/2 is only to the x. That 2 is not being affected by it. So I need to divide both sides by 2 first. So I end up with x to the 1/2 is equal to 16. Now to get rid of that 1/2, I'm going to raise both sides to the reciprocal power of 2/1, or 2. So on the left side, these cancel, and I get x to the first, or just x. And then on the right side, I get 16 squared. So 16 squared, 256 is my answer. Let's look at another one. This time I have a couple of different things happening, but remember that the x is the only thing being raised to that -1/5 because there are no parentheses. So I'm going to start by solving for x. The first thing I'm going to do is subtract 3 on both sides. So 2x to the -1/5 is equal to 1. I still need that x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So x to the -1/5 is equal to 1/2. And now that my x is isolated, I'm going to raise both sides to the reciprocal power. So on the left side, I get x to the first, or just x. And then on the right side, I'm going to go to my calculator. I'm going to put in 1/2 to the -5th power, and I get 32. So x is equal to 32. Let's take a look at one more example. 2 parentheses 2x minus 3 to the 3/2 power equals 54. So this time, that entire parentheses is being raised to the 2/3 power. I'm sorry, to the 3/2 power. So my first step is going to be to get rid of that 2 on the outside. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So I get 2x minus 3 to the 3/2 power is equal to 27. Now, since the entire parentheses is being raised to that power, this is the step I'm going to use my reciprocal power. So my reciprocal of 3/2 is 2/3. Do it to both sides. On the left side, the 2/3 and the 3/2 cancel, and I'm just left with that parentheses. And then on the right side, I have 27 to the 2/3, which I'm going to use my calculator for. 27 to the power, set up my fraction of 2/3, and we get 9. So that means that 2x minus 3 is equal to 9. So the only thing left to do is solve for x. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. I'm going to get 2x is equal to 12. Divide both sides by 2. So x equals 6. And there you go. That's how we use reciprocal powers to solve equations with fractional exponents.